At what point did you? I mean, 17. That's late, in your childhood
Yeah.
and basically early adulthood. At what point did you decide you wanted to be a SEAL?
So it was right after that time period. I think I was 18, 19-ish, right around that time frame. I knew that I wanted to be in the military. My parents had done a pretty good job, I think, raising us to understand that, freedom isn't free, even though that's cliche and it gets said all the time. We grew up in Yuma. There was a Marine Corps Air Station in Yuma, and I remember them pointing out Marines at our church and even service members all the time and being like, "Hey, those guys do some those guys do something that's way bigger than themselves. Make sure you show them respect." And that was something that always registered with me, in that there were people that once they became adults, their focus wasn't merely making money or providing for their families, healthcare, insurance, etc. There were people out there that devoted their lives to something, a service that was so much bigger than them. And that was something that, always resonated with me. And so I thought to myself, that might be something that I want to do when I get older. And so as I was getting through school and realized I didn't have what it took to play football at the levels that I wanted to play, um, I started doing a lot of reading and a lot of studying. Okay, if I'm going to make this decision, if I'm going to go into the military, what route do I want to go? Because I knew there were a bunch of jobs that you could do. And the special forces community to me was very attractive. One of my favorite authors is a guy named John Eldridge, and he writes this book. It's called Wild at Heart. And he talks about, and it's a faith-based book, but he talks about how the biggest question that every young man has is, do I have what it takes? Do I have what it takes to be a man? Do I have what it takes to be a warrior? Do I have what it takes to be a good husband? Do I have what it takes to be a good father? And we're always asking, we've always got that question. And so this was long before I ever read that book, but that was definitely a question that I had. And you might have had the same question yourself.
I definitely have.